Welcome. Bonjour. Thank you for taking the time this morning to join us for this exciting announcement. My name is Jean-Mathieu Chenier, Director of Marketing, Airport Excellence and Innovation for the Greater Sudbury Airport, and I'm pleased to be here as your MC. Je suis très heureux de vous accueillir ici ce matin. Before beginning, we would like to recognize that we are on the traditional and ancestral lands of the Atikameksheng, Anishinaabeg, and Oneonta First Nations. We would like to acknowledge the Robinson-Huron Treaty by recognizing that we are all treaty people. And we'd like to acknowledge the Métis Nation of Ontario for their cultural contributions to this area. Nous tenons à souligner que nous nous trouvons sur les terres traditionnelles et ancestrales des Atikameksheng, Anishinaabeg et des Premières Nations Oneonta. Nous aimerions reconnaître le traité Robinson-Huron en reconnaissant que nous sommes tous visés par un traité. Nous tenons également à souligner la contribution culturelle de la nation métisse de l'Ontario dans ce domaine. I would like to take a quick moment to acknowledge and welcome members of Parliament, Marc Serré and Paul Lefebvre, Councillor Mike G, who is also a board member for the Sudbury Airport Community Development Corporation, the chair of the SACDC, David Paquette, and board members, Mr. Todd Cochran, Mr. Abbas Amaya. As many of you are aware, the Sudbury Airport Community Development Corporation is a non-profit, non-share capital corporation. The revenues we generate support our operations. J'aimerais maintenant inviter notre député, M. Marc G, de venir dire quelques mots. Let's follow.
You can even lower it. There you go. And I don't have to. I'll see that. I don't have to lower the mic. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. C'est vraiment un grand plaisir d'être ici avec mon collègue Paul Lefebvre. Nous avons fait d'autres annonces dans l'aéroport l'an passé. So we have made other announcements, but this one is particularly special considering the times that we're in and the situation with the Greater Sudbury Airport. Alors, moi aussi, je veux reconnaître le terrain que nous sommes présentement sur. So I want to acknowledge the Atikameksheng Anishinaabeg Huron-Robinson Treaty of 1850. We have to, when we look at reconciliation, when we look at education, when we're looking at relearning our history, it's very important that we take the time. We need to do better. We need to work together to ensure our First Nations communities are better serviced and that we work together with them. Alors, c'est vraiment un plaisir d'être ici aujourd'hui au nom de ministre Mélanie Joly avec mon collègue Paul Lefebvre pour une annonce très spéciale pour l'aéroport ici à Sudbury, pour les employés, pour la communauté, pour les personnes d'affaires, pour la création d'emplois. As we look at the health crisis here, that's still among us, but we have a renewed confidence with the vaccination rates of Canada, Canadians that have taken the time to get the vaccine, the highest percentage of vaccines in the world. And it's really a testament to the area, to Canadians, to making sure that we look at getting a handle on COVID, that we get a handle on recovering our economy. Le gouvernement comprend l'importance du développement économique du Nord-Ontario, du Grand Sudbury. So this is a key area here of economic development as we look at relaunching our economy. Fednor has been a big part of Northern Ontario. Fednor has been a big part of relaunching the economy. Fednor has been a big part of working with organizations, and I know they've been very, very supportive of the past with Fednor. Fednor has been very supportive of the Greater Sudbury Airport. And when we look at the businesses, the ecosystem that we have here at the Greater Sudbury Airport, it really promotes economic development. It really promotes the fact that we need to make sure that the airport expands. We need to make sure the airport is vibrant, active, so that we look at creating jobs, expanding our economy, and keeping our youth here in Greater Sudbury Nickel Belt. Alors, quand on parle de l'aéroport ici, c'est le deuxième aéroport le plus occupé dans le Nord. Thunder Bay is probably, you know, with because of the distance in Thunder Bay. But when we look at the traffic, and I was really pleased this morning to see a lot of the traffic here this morning. So we see that renewed confidence of people wanting to travel more. So it's really important so that we look at doing that. Alors, lorsqu'on regarde l'annonce qu'on va faire aujourd'hui, I really want to take a moment before the announcement actually to really thank Todd, the staff, the board members. We have, as mentioned earlier, we have Dave, Abbas, Todd, we have Mike on the board, Jacobo, that's been a city councilor for this area for a few terms now, and I want to acknowledge, Mike, all the work that you do also. But I also want to just mention the staff here at the airport. In the last year and a half, it's been very difficult. There's been no government subsidies because of the structure with the city, and wage subsidies were not possible. And because of the public service linked with the city, other airports have received wage subsidies, but the Greater Sudbury did not qualify. And so that meant what? You had to use reserves. Staff had to double duties, no replacements. So it's been very, very challenging. So really today, it's a great day. Probably one of the largest, if not, I'll let Todd see if it's the largest investment by the federal government at the Sudbury Airport. But today, when we look at the announcement here, so I'm really pleased to be here on behalf of Mélanie Joly, Minister of Fednor and Economic Development, and my colleague Paul Lefebvre. And before I make the announcement, I just want to say, Paul, since day one, 2015, you've been here for the airport. We've been working together to making sure that we bring our fair share in Northern Ontario for jobs. And I know, you know, you're looking at other avenues as we move forward, but I know you're going to be close by. You're going to be still supporting the area. You're going to still be working hard to make sure that we make Greater Sudbury a better place to live and work and play. So today, on behalf of Minister Joly, I'm pleased, and I'm colleague by the five, I'm really pleased to announce that the Sudbury Airport will receive a non-repayable contribution of $3.5 million from Fednor. So this is, and it's really hearing that clap on Zoom, you don't hear that. So being in person makes a big difference when we look at that, the acknowledgement. But this is really, I said, like a testament to the board, to the staff at the airport for making sure that the airport it continues and vibrant in the community. So when we look at 28 jobs in the area, and that accounts all the economic development, the industrial park, and a lot of the other elements that play a role here to keep the economy going. So I just want to thank everyone for being here. I want to thank the airport for the work that you do for the area. And I want to assure the Greater Sudbury Airport, the community, Greater Sudbury, Northern Ontario, that the federal government is here for you. We've heard you clear. We need to look at economic development to keep jobs. Jobs is the #1 priority here to keep our youth, to keep our jobs in the area. So it's really important that we look at fostering that partnership that we have with the city, with the Greater Sudbury Airport, and with the community. Alors, merci beaucoup. Bravo tout le monde pour le succès que vous allez avoir à l'aéroport. Et when we look at the last point I just want to make, as I've done other announcements, please reach out to the most vulnerable, reach out to your community, reach out to people that may be in need, that maybe not, that don't necessarily ask for help. So make sure in these difficult times that you take the time to reach out, make sure, because there's still a lot of anxiety out there, but there's a lot of positivity, and how can we rebuild our economy together? Alors, merci beaucoup. Thank you. Miigwech.
Merci, Marc. Thank you. This is very exciting news. I would now like to invite Member of Parliament, Paul Lefebvre, to say a few words.
Merci beaucoup, Marc. It's great to be back. It's great to be here, Todd. I know it's been tough for the team. I'm looking at some of your team members that have been here holding the fort, and we've all lived this pandemic very differently. I know the workers here at the airport have had challenges. Actually, to give you a bit of a story, almost probably to 8 months ago, we had a lot of conversations during the pandemic. I know vividly recall talking to all the airports, the large airports in Northern Ontario, but they were all different. Okay, so they all had a different slant or a different angle that we needed to help them with. So that's why I'm so pleased to be here with Marc G, a good colleague, to make this an important out. These airports are key economic development drivers. And in Sudbury, we've seen it with our own eyes. À Sudbury, on sait que l'aéroport joue un grand rôle. Je regarde juste les enseignes, just see all the advertising that's here. That means businesses want to be here. They're investing here because they understand the importance of having an access point. And so investing in our airports is key. That's why I'm pleased to be here as well with my colleague Marc G on behalf of Mélanie Joly to make this announcement. Because $3.5 million is a large investment in the Sudbury Airport, as Marc said. C'est le plus grand investissement qu'on a jamais fait dans l'aéroport de Sudbury. On sait également que dans la pandémie, c'est nécessaire. If we want to keep these pillars of our economy, of our communities alive, we need to invest. We could have done the contrary. Say, you know what? Spend them, let them be on their own and see what happens. No, federal government said, you know what? We need to be there. We have to have the backs of all the Canadians. We need to listen what the needs are. We need to be there and work with them hand in hand. That's why this investment is so important. And Fednor has been there. I really want to thank the staff of Fednor across Northern Ontario. I know we fought hard, Marc and I, and a lot of our colleagues from Northern Ontario, to make it an independent agency. That was finally made in the budget in April. And so we're going to see certainly more easing of how we do business in Northern Ontario with that. But at the same time, when we have results like we see today, we should understand why it's important to have Fednor, why it's important to make these announcements. As I said, COVID-19 has changed a lot in our lives. And certainly I am a regular user of the airport and I haven't been here in a while. So if I'm not here for a while, a lot of people are just waiting to come back, right? But I'm just really pleased to see the parking lot pretty much full, all right? So that means that's really good. You know what, as we look forward, as we get out of the pandemic, the vaccines play a key role. Marc has said, look for your neighbors and help them out. Certainly, if people have vaccine hesitancy, I encourage you to talk to them as well and to encourage them to get vaccinated. That's the way that we will all get out of this pandemic. So en travaillant ensemble, c'est la façon qu'on va sortir de cette pandémie. Je veux encore féliciter l'aéroport du Grand Sudbury and all the board members that are here and the great team at the Greater Sudbury Airport. For all your amazing work, congratulations on this investment because I know it will go a long way to stabilize the airport and make sure that we grow once again. Merci beaucoup tout le monde. Bonne journée.
Thank you, Paul. Merci. Please now welcome Councillor Mike Jacobo to the podium.
Thank you very much, JM. Good morning, everybody. Bonjour. Pleasure to be here today with MPs Serré and Lefebvre on this great occasion, and bringing greetings this morning from Mayor Brian Bigger and my colleagues on council. And welcome to Ward 7 of the City of Greater Sudbury. This announcement today is so important for the Greater Sudbury Airport and the Sudbury Airport Community Development Corporation to be supporting our great staff in our CAO, Todd Tripp and his entire team, who have worked so diligently through the pandemic to make sure that this amazing facility and organization is ready to respond when demand returns, and we know it will when this pandemic draws to a close. And this investment today is going to ensure that the organization is primed and ready to take advantage of that upswing that we know is coming, because this airport has always been an amazing economic driver for not only Garson, Sudbury, but all of Northeastern Ontario, and a key connection point for the Northeast to connect to the rest of Canada and the world. And we need to continue to support the airport. This $3.5 million goes a long way to doing that. And from a city perspective, just have to say that, you know, council has always been so proud to have an airport that does not draw on city tax dollars for its operations. And that's a testament to the dynamic board of directors that has been in place since 2001. So we're certainly eager to continue to work together to make sure that this airport is primed for the future. So again, thank you all for being here. Thank you MPs Serré and Lefebvre for the great announcement. Wonderful to be back at the airport.
Thank you, Councillor Jacobo. I would like to invite the CEO of the Greater Sudbury Airport, Todd Tripp.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for coming. This is a great day for the city of Sudbury. This is a great day for the Sudbury Airport. I could not be happier for what we're seeing today in this announcement. I know that Marc and Paul, thank you very, very much. They've worked extremely hard for this airport in Ottawa. I know that I've attended events with them in Ottawa, and they have been a stellar and strong supporter of this airport. As we go forward, as Marc has said, it is the largest contribution that we've received from the federal government thus far. And it is going to really, really help us grow. As people have pointed out, our parking lot is full again, or getting full. People are starting to get confidence. They're starting to travel again. We are going to be ready for them. We are ready for them now. As you look around this airport, we've started to take the time to clean and get ready to go. And I actually should point out that we won an award for our cleanliness of this airport. And I don't remember exactly what the award was, but it was an award for cleanliness and our health of making sure our employees are safe. And as Marc and others have pointed out, the reason that we're here today is on the backs of our employees. They have done an awesome job. They've been in here day in and day out, making sure we're ready to go. Our airfield is ready to go. It's been inspected. We're all ready to go for winter. And inside our terminal building, we're coming in through and getting it cleaned and getting ready to go. So this money will definitely help us recover and be strong going forward. We'll be ready to go when the wave starts to happen. But I will caution, there still will be some black days ahead. This is not going to save us right now completely, but it's sure going to be a great help. And we thank Marc and his team in Ottawa and Paul and the team in Ottawa and all the team at Fednor for all that they've done for us. Look forward to working with them in the future. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Todd. And thank you to everyone for attending. Thank you for the support and your interest in the airport. Je vous remercie d'être venu et bonne journée. If I could ask speakers and members of the media to come to the podium for a photo opportunity, followed by an opportunity to interview the speakers. Thank you.